Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin has surprised everyone, okay, including me, to be honest with you. I always talked about that 16.2k will be the lowest of the bearish cycle. However, I didn't expect that within 1 month we would go up 40%. Look at this. This is amazing, right? And to be honest with you, Bitcoin might follow something like that. Okay, what I'm anticipating about Bitcoin is a price action like this with a higher high, higher low pattern in the monthly frame. The bull cycle has started, so do not forget to join our monthly subscription Patreon/MindYourCrypto right now because you are going to take easy profits. Now, have the Feds bought yet? No. Okay, the Feds haven't bought yet. However, this whole price action reminds me a lot of when you are in a bullish cycle, when you ignore all the risk metrics, when you say that it cannot go higher, but instead it keeps getting higher and higher, when it is ignoring all the bearish signals. This is what a bullish cycle looks like. This is what we are seeing right now, a bull market, right? This has nothing to do with what we saw here, with what we saw there. This is a clear bullish pattern with a clear bullish confirmation that we are having, and we are going above the 200-day moving average since the last minute, the last moment that we had it back here. You remember when we dropped down, everyone thought that this is the end, sideways price action, then Bitcoin just managed to get it all through. Right now, it seems like this is kind of the same. And to be honest with you, Bitcoin is surprising anyone with its price action. And this is why you should not ignore the fact that even if you think that it is going down, it might still be going up. And the price prediction right now is crazily hard. No one can predict for sure what Bitcoin is going to do. Even after this correction right here, everyone thought that this will follow as a bearish pennant in the 1 hour frame, but it keeps right now getting rejecting actually everyone and going higher. Okay, so what I'm assuming about BTC right now, if it doesn't drop today, what I mean by that is if we are not going to see a price action to the downside, you can see right here that we are having Bitcoin, right? And what would I anticipate about BTC is that it would go down to retest the 22.6k, let alone be retesting some lower support levels of the 22k, 21.7, 21.4k. All right, if it doesn't do it today, then expect that BTC is very likely to follow a higher low pattern again, which can lead us all the way up to the 24.7 to 24.8k. It might go there without even correcting. And I'm pretty honest about that. Okay, so you can see that right here we have the very huge bullish actually line. This is what we need to close above in the weekly scale. If you see BTC closing above this line, then the bull cycle has restarted and the bull market is going to restart for BTC. BTC is going to go all the way up higher into the 27.5k in no time. What we are going to do if we close above in the weekly and better in the monthly, okay, if we close in the monthly above it, this is totally by far better, but let's see what it is going to happen if we close above the 22.1k. Then we are going to the first target, which is here, right? This is the first target, 25k. Now, many people, the emotions of a bull market, many people are now in disbelief. They do not know if this bull movement are going to bring massive profits and we are going to restart the bull cycle, or this movement is just another trap into the bearish cycle. We do not know it yet, and people, most of us actually, are in disbelief because we do not want to lose again from the bearish cycle, right? So in particular, what we are seeing with BTC right now is a nice pump. We need to focus on the weekly frame, 22.1k to 22.2k first. Secondly, 25k is the next target right here, and we are going to see a nice rejection. If we reach this target, then be extremely careful. Why is that? because BTC right now, if it goes all the way up to here, it is going to be catastrophic for Bitcoin. It is going to just bring Bitcoin all the way back down to retest the 22K. So what we are going to see is something like this, and then something like this. So 27.4K will be the next target if we approach the target right here. Now, what happens if we get rejected, Bill? What happens if BTC gets rejected from the 22K and it isn't convincing? It doesn't go all the way up to the 27.4K to 24.9. Then what BTC is going to do? It is simply something like this. If we get rejected and we do not close above in the weekly scale, then we are going to drop down from the 22K, going to 20.4 and eventually 20, 19.6 and so on. Okay, so we are going to drop down to these levels, but first what we have to do is to close below this line. So for me personally, what I think about BTC, bull cycle has started. Okay, so I'm not in disbelief about the bull cycle. However, I do believe that it is not going to be so easy. What I mean by that is the Feds are going to predict that, and many people, if they bring euphoria, for example, if we go up to the 27.5K, 27.3 or 25K, many people will believe that, oh, Bitcoin is going to go all the way up. I am going in, but Bitcoin, what is going to do? It is going to just correct, and we are not going to get there so easily, but it is very possible that right now the price will be pushing up and up. Many people will enter long positions a little bit later once we are going to correct, and then Bitcoin is going to correct and many long positions will be liquidated. In the lower time frames right now, we have a bearish RSI divergence, but it doesn't really matter for BTC right now. What it matters is that we have the daily bearish RSI, which we have seen something like that again. Okay, if we go back here, for example, we have seen this kind of movement, then we correct. Okay, this double almost top pattern right here. If you check it out, the 2 consecutive days being bullish, but the next one being totally bearish, and then we get rejected, right? You can see it in the bullish cycle, then we are getting rejected. But look at the bullish cycle, for example, until we get the correction, we had a +8, +7 and +3% profit target, right? So why Bitcoin can't do the same now that it is in a bull cycle? I think that we have probably confirmed the bull cycle. If we close above the weekly on the 22K and especially the monthly, this will confirm that Bitcoin is in a bullish cycle for sure. And we are going to go all the way up higher massively into the next targets. Look at that. Weekly frame plus 21%. Weekly frame again plus 10% until now. Crazy stuff coming in, and BTC doesn't seem it wants to stop down. Now, if you want to be protected, what do you need to do? Because we talked about closing above here, 22K, right? If you want to be protected, there is a huge chance because the Fed haven't bought yet. And this could be something fishy right here that we are going to retest the 22K. If you see BTC going to retest the 22K and doesn't drop down, then we are going to explode. Okay, so if you see Bitcoin not losing the 22K, then it's going to explode. What you can do right now, it is to wait a little bit for more confirmation, as this kind of movement right here could bring a positive result. However, into a bearish cycle. Why I'm talking about the bearish cycle? Because we haven't confirmed yet about the bullish cycle. I am pretty much actually very much biased about that. Because why I'm biased? Because I believed from the point that we were here that 17.9k, 17.7 would be the first low and 16.2k would be the fake out, and after we would go massively higher. Okay, this is why I'm biased, and this is why I think bull cycle has started. However, we haven't confirmed any bullish movement yet. Okay, and you need to be, of course, extremely careful. Right now, I would suggest you to wait a little bit. This 15-minute mark right here, this 15-minute actually candlestick was a little bit bearish, actually a lot bearish, but we have seen that again. Okay, around here. This was though a minus 2.21. I would suggest in the lower time frames to wait a little bit. Maybe a correction will soon come in, and Sandbox is going to correct as well. Please do not enter into Sandbox because it is going to probably correct after reaching the 200-day moving average as well. Okay, so be careful about these two altcoins if you are in. Just maybe I will make another update about Sandbox if you want me to. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to join our monthly subscription and see you soon with many more videos. Bye.